You are live.
Rolling.
Or so it says.
Anybody on?
0.
So nobody wants to hang out with you, Heavy? Not even your co-host.
Nope.
Does it really still say 0 people?
Well, it's 1 now. So now it's now we're up to 3.
Ooh.
What's up, everyone? Kaiju no Kami here. Cruellica Kain will be over in just a moment. She's just cleaning up some stuff in the kitchen. And
Did you lose everybody because I'm not there because I'm your wonderful co-host?
no, not really. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Actually, that is not pointing downward all the way.
What's going on?
I'm trying to get it to point downward a bit. There we go.
No, Rand, you can't go in there.
All right. Mr. Cool Guy Awesome. Octoplay Canvas 89 and Jake Schuster. Hello. Mr. Cool Guy, my favorite character so far. Not sure yet. Not sure yet. Zach Bird is here. Hello.
Hi, people.
So we are going to be watching Ultraman Blazar episode 4. We're just using the computer mic again rather than the...
Mainly because I couldn't get everything organized today.
Okay.
Well, we had a small crisis. Then our cat decided to kill a bird
It was a murder most foul.
in my study, showing me as a prize. So I kind of had to make up a lot of time at work to justify the cat deciding to kill living things in our home. Not just bugs, but living things. And somebody posted, cool. Oh, that was from something else. But hello, everyone. Sorry for the drama.
Let's see. Jake Schuster, do you listen to dubs at all of the Ultraman? I do not listen to dubs at all for live action unless I'm doing it something for a review to just mention it. Otherwise, I just avoid live action dubs. I didn't even like watching one episode of the Korean sequel to Kyoruger dubbed in Japanese because the Korean audio was off.
Yeah, you were like that. It was kind of entertaining.
All right. So let's see. What is new? What is new before we start? I'm all done with Kyoruger. It's going to be a bit before I can get the review done because tomorrow the school year starts.
And he got a full-time job unexpectedly.
For the school year, yes. So videos are going to go back to being slow on the channel.
For me, I am going to try to do some more pop culture therapies. I've been a little bit behind with that just because life has been crazy. Sorry. Yeah. Hi. But that's kind of the extent of what's going on in my life. Also, I'm preparing a new panel for one of the convention rotations we're going to do. It's going to be on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because that's my jam. So I'm excited to get that. And I sadly probably won't be able to post it on YouTube itself, but I'm going to try to make it a Patreon exclusive depending on how the panel goes because it's actually going to be on musical references that I can guarantee you we would get a copyright strike in the first second depending on the type of music I do. Mainly because the Michael Jackson estate owns the Beatles still and
Yeah. We don't need all
so
that.
on and so forth.
But yeah, so these Ultraman streams are going to start being a little bit later on Tuesdays, depending on how things go on at school. But let's get started on episode 4 of Blazar.
Thus spot Emmy. Now, did you remember to put on the closed captioning?
Yes, I already did all that.
Really? So we're not going to spend 5 minutes of you panicking and having frustration and anger? Because we can't have a live stream without you like getting pissed off about something.
Quiet you. Sit in your place.
I am sitting in my place.
昼食後、当社研究班とミーティング。14時、大洋経済新聞によるインタビュー。15時、イギリスのニューロライフ社とリモート会議。出席者は。
待って。そこで瞑想の時間を。リラックスが必要だ。
承知しました。30分遅らせるよう先方に伝えます。
君が来てくれてからストレスがないよ、森野君。前の人は融通が利かなくてね。
ありがとうございます。ところで社長、明日の広報に使いますので、お写真を1枚。
ああ、そうだったね。
3、2、1。ありがとうございます。
This is why I never wanted to be an assistant for someone. Maybe I could tell them what to do in their life, but it's not my thing. Why does that look like penis or scrotum? I kind of feel like this is what the phallic object looks like prior to circumcision. Just with all other stuff.
いや、大丈夫だ。見なさい。
Rich people gotta be rich people.
Is that supposed to be like a condom?
I don't think any man wants that kind of condom.
我が社の製品が再び街を救った。
So you saved it from a scrotum monster. So is the opening growing on you? I do like that the openings, see, all of these documents are redacted because it makes them seem like they're really top secret. And people must still be excited to watch us watch it.
I don't know. I'll look at the comments in a moment.
Well, people left, so. Bastards. Thus spot Emmy. So who's Emmy? And who's the scrotum monster? Is it called Scrotos?
It's called molluscon.
Mollusca.
When your scrotum gets a little molluscon, get some dissolvent.
Dissolvent?
Yep.
Oh, my lord. I don't know if that's necessarily something that's PG.
All right, let's see. What would your stand be?
My stand? Oh, if I had to go with something that is currently existing, it would be Star Platinum, or the world, just because I love Dio. But if I had to choose something original, I would try to do it based on any kind of like really like Primus would be fun. Something that could be like dangerous, but also metal at the same time.
Hi, Box Knight.
That sounds like something from Zelda.
Don't know when a Q&A stream's going to be yet. Possibly next week or the week after.
I'll try to do some Q&As without him. See if I can spark up more interest by telling dirty stories about you.
Oh, okay. Yes, I did hear that Daigo's going to appear in King Oger.
I'm actually kind of excited about that. I like Daigo's actor. But then again, I like Kyoger.
I think the Millennium Era Godzilla was really good. Most of the movies were pretty solid. The only true bomb I felt was Megaguirus.
Well, it's kind of funny that you mentioned Godzilla. So since the Pluto channel does Godzilla movies, I've been testing no context scenes with him for Godzilla where he'll have to back into the room and guess it on just random scenes, whatever is playing on the Godzilla Pluto channel. And he's been 95% right.
3ヶ月前に突如現出した軟体怪獣
So it's a mollusk.
発生源も目的も不明な上に神出鬼没
But still, it looks like a
強
scrotum
力
with
な肉
legs.
体再生能力を持っています
Very
大手化学企
regenerative.
業ノバイオ製の新型
Well,
殺菌剤
that's what happens with
FK1
Viagra.
レビーラが偶然このコンテナを襲ったことで効果が判明以来防衛隊はレビーラ現出のたびに FK1 を使用しています
最も致命傷を与えられず追い払うだけその場しのぎってやつですけど
で
Hmm.
その FK1 が何か気になるって現出のたびに使用量が増えているんです当初は約1トンで追い払えたのが今はその2倍
Oh, so it's becoming
レビーラ
Yeah,
の殺菌剤への耐性
just like a
そ
virus.
の可能性は高いと思います短期間で大量に浴びていますから新兵器の開発状況は
完成間近安信さんが急ピッチで進めています
ああ、そうか。エミの任務はうまくいってるんでしょうかそちらも気になります。エミあ、今何時
Oh my god, he forgot about her? Jesus. Okay, managers or leaders should not forget about their teams.
これからガンガンセブに入れてくる
That's like number one.
まあちゃちゃって感じで
テルアキが少し心配してたぞ。自分のせいでお前が勇み足してるんじゃないかって。
なんで副隊長が見つけたこのネタ特上じゃないですか
A premium lead.
外魚を駆除する人工クリオネが見れば見るほどレビーラそっくりしかも調べてみたらなんと製造元はノバイオの孫
Still
が
looks scrotum like.
謎の怪獣とその特効薬を独占する企業が一本の線でつながりかけている怪しすぎでしょ
ただの偶然って可能性もあるけど。
So it could be that the company is making the monster to make money.
What?
I know.
I didn't get that from them.
And we're live streaming. They don't understand Japanese.
人工クリオネにつ
Don't
い
be
て
a
は
dick
テルアキが解析を
like
続
the
けてるが
monster on screen.
詳しくわかるまで時間がかかりそうだ。
Yeah, I'm going there.
やるだけやれ。
えっと
あ、そうだ、それと。
Why do they have to text each other? This is like my one friend when we traveled across country for a
元
day.
地球防衛隊科学部所18年前突然退職し経歴をすべての記録から削除している
So he's hiding something.
どうもきな臭い
Like the mollusk.
どうやってこの情報を
ちゃちゃって感じで
So we've come to the conclusion now, based on the
レビーラ
video,
を確認
he's
相
like
対距離
a
200で
Japanese Ultraman
相対距離
version of
200で
Batman.
ランニング
Is there a Batman-like character that has superpowers? You should know you know everything about.
しろ目標の表彰30スタイナーに直接 FK1 を注入する了解ここで片付けましょう 聞いてないなんで恋人と
And that's what happens with big crabs.
Even the liquid is all
Honey,
milk. Okay, we'll go with that.
It's milky white. It looks like it'd be sticky.
I wanted the new sunlight to find another.
I'm going to make a comment that Blazar says in every episode. Why? Why is the monster on screen looking like a very scrotum phallic-like object that's inappropriate for children's cartoon or children's
Jesus,
television shows?
they're already planning box set number 2. They haven't even released box set number 1 yet.
They gotta be prepared. It's called marketing and merchandising. Ren,
Really?
you already murdered a bird. You don't have to scratch everything. Aren't you gonna look at the comments?
Oh, well, I was distracted with you. Let's see. One Vision or Thriller. Don't know what you mean, Jake. Have you seen the teaser trailer for Kamen Rider Gotchard? I have not.
Oh, I want to see that.
Haven't seen Geets' final form yet either because we haven't bothered to catch up on Geets.
Because we've been busy, people. I want to catch up on Geets, but I heard that Keiwa gets shafted.
But we haven't. We're gonna catch up on King Ranger. King Ranger. King Oger is planning. We're planning to catch up on King Oger this weekend. Geets, we'll get there.
We'll get there. Wow.
We'll get there.
That sounds like a resounding...
Every time we go to catch up on Geets to start watching, something gets in the way.
Yeah, kind of think of Up with the squirrel. Ooh, she is hacking something. If it wasn't encrypted data, I'd be a little concerned. What you doing?
ダリアだね。花言葉は
優美、気品、映画。社長にぴったりかと。
いつもありがとう。
Not Black Dahlias.
先ほど防衛隊から FK1 の追加納品について問い合わせがありました。
わかった。30分後。
Okay, I want to see what this meditation looks like that he's so big on.
Just thinking of meditation, like imagination from Toku.
Really? I'm amazing. I'm outstanding. So this is not really meditation. It's positive reinforcement. This is actually good. Not for him, but we need positive reinforcement meditation. To be reminded of how good and awesome we are. Maybe we should listen to everything is awesome all the time.
FK1 の買いだめをしてるらしいが、無駄でしょう。間もなく効果ゼロになるかと。
その場しのぎも限界ですね。
What? Everything is awesome.
するともう一件報告が。解析を進めていた人工クリオなんですが、採取済みのベビーラの DNA と遺伝情報の一部が一致しました。通常ありえないことです。
Can't you read and talk at the same time?
事態は切迫しています。
amazing.
これまでの経緯を参謀長に報告すべきでは。
No, because I was itching, so I wasn't reading.
He just said the chief of staff.
I got that. The line before that, they had angels in it.
You're talking about the It's off, see? Keep it down. Why quit when the DNA shows the Lyle's hands are dirty?
Okay, I'm trying to concentrate, not listening.
なんなら上層部に協力。
そんなことしたら横やりが入ってめちゃくちゃですよ。お金切ったことでしょ。
Oh, God, I love that. Don't let the leaders involved. They fuck everything up.
やめろ、落ち着け。
Damn. My type of person. I will burn this place down to find the data. Hi. Sorry. Look at your marsupials. It's okay. Ooh, he's hot. What?
Nothing.
He's pretty. Does that say nope?
I don't know.
I just wanted to say nope. This is like me when I get added to a project. I have no fucking idea what's going on. If it really worked that way,
What were you saying?
that should not have worked.
Okay.
I'm not trying to live in reality while watching an Ultraman show about a man who turns gigantic, but still, he's the savior of Japan.
Well, see, that was his own theme song he was listening to. Because it was saying, Sonozaki, you're awesome, you're amazing.
But still,
Or, I'm amazing.
do you now want your own theme song?
That says I'm amazing?
Yes.
Possibly.
Oh, really? Modifiable plastic. So we're polluting the environment?
2001年、隕石に付着して地球を開い、強い肉体再生能力を持ち、
That looks creepy.
これって。嘘。これ、防衛隊の機密資料。
残業ご苦労さん。
Hi! Yo!
今の防衛隊はこんな風に書類を雑に扱うの？
Yes.
青部、恵美君。おい。
Ooh, they're
こ
threatening.
こまではエミさんの想定通りですね。
俺まで演技させられちゃったし。
水族館での芝居、なかなかでした。あ、社長室出ました。
Dude!
どう
Ouch.
Well, there's too much shit. The
何してるんです？
feng shui
ここからは俺の
of
想定で
this
す。
band does not work.
でもエミさんは合図するまで待てって。安信は監視を続けて、エミの移動先を俺に伝えろ。
Right?
Sure, whatever word you want to use. Because you're a dork.
And I think it's commercial.
I would think so with that. Ooh, the big New Yorker from Pizza Hut.
All right, let's see. Thriller would be his stand.
Ooh, Thriller would be good.
What are your thoughts on Kamen Rider Juga design? You mean from Revise? I thought he was pretty cool.
Juga.
Georges.
Oh, it was underutilized, but I liked it. It came in too late in the series.
And then that's all we're at for comments right now. But so far, this episode's been kind of interesting.
Well, I like the fact that we're taking a different approach, that originally a monster did come from space, but somehow the corporate dude has found a way to manufacture in his evil corporate manner to create a phallic-like monster that regenerates. So it looks like he's saving the world.
It resembles him very well.
Yeah, he is a scrotum.
He's a dick.
He is. No, I think he's more of a sphincter, but I see what you're coming with.
All I'm thinking now is Dragon Ball
Or
Bridge.
smegma.
Why do they keep kicking me in the dick?
So we got Ultraman.
Regulos.
What's Regulos?
That series.
Wow, thank you for that stunning explanation. I am so happy I have you here.
どんなに暴れても力を尽くして必ずここへ帰ってくる。地層本能ってやつさ。
こんな立派な施設を使ってわざわざあんな化け物を作ったわけ。
心外だな。レビーラは丹精込めて育てた私の子供だよ。
Oh, he's even
防衛隊
more
から拝借
insane.
した細胞サンプルを培養し、
He
人
created
工クリオリを合成して
a
攻撃を
child.
強化。
Yay.
FK1 を嫌うように遺伝子操作もした。
偶然を装ってコンテナを襲わせ、商品アピールに抜かりなし。でも FK1 はもうすぐ効かなくなる。
想定済みさ。その時はこの国を捨て、新たな子供たちと一緒に世界へ羽ばたく。
President.
No shit! I was thinking of the whole Raccoon City.
Oh my god, he's creating a lot of dicks.
Yeah.
そんなにお金儲け
On
がしたい
one side of me, I like dicks, but on the other side of me, not that much.
私が欲しいのはリスペクトだ。私を称え
Oh,
る
honey,
神
he
の声だよ。
wants respect and people
そ
to
れだけ
praise
女子は
him.
日本の、いや、世界の救世主になる。大江大ごときに埋もれていては絶対に叶わなかった夢だ。すごいぞ、俺。やばいぞ、俺。最高、俺。それ先、俺。
Stroking his own man meat.
Yeah. Oh god, this is kind of like deep moment. I would love for it to like climb through the thing, break the glass, and eat him. Come on, make this a horror movie moment.
200年ほど。
それだけ。
まだ合図してないのに。
Oh Jesus.
話はすべて聞いた。諦めろ。そいつを捕らえろ。
Oh come on, don't be a bitch. I was gonna say, take the one out of the chamber. It's always needed for a woman to clean up a mess. Please make this a one movie moment.
He's unconscious, so what happened?
I like how it's laughing. Ah!
ここは俺が食い止める。お前はそれだけを連れて逃げろ。
いや、食い止めるってどうやって
これ。
無理でしょ。
Really?
What?
I'm gonna hold it off with this minuscule weapon. It's somehow going to do it.
What do we always
This
say?
cover was
Liberty
great.
Mutual customizes your car insurance.
Really?
Aren't you gonna put it on you?
Do we really need?
Or are we gonna
Well,
all
I think
listen?
this is just YouTube commercials at this point.
Yeah, but are we gonna listen to
Well, why not?
Liberty? No, I am not listening to this commercial.
It's only 5 seconds.
I refuse to deal with this tyranny. But dude, they're not anywhere. Really? You don't deserve to be eaten by the monster. Or crushed by the falling rock. So are we gonna have Y versus laughing? Now he's like, rah, rah. Here, I have this for you. I'm gonna kick your ass. It's almost sound like he said hi. Is it gonna pop up behind him? Yep. That must be really exciting. Almost sound like this, like, oh my god.
But his name's not Adam. But you can say he's an excited Adam.
Oh god. Danger, liquid nitrogen.
Thank you for that being plastered as giant as possible.
I know! Danger, Will Robinson, danger!
安野さんお願い。急いでこの娘をアスガードにつないで。
That tight ass. Oh, I like that. Where is he? Oh. It's licking him.
本当にいいですね。
いいよ、やっちゃって。
いや、エミさんじゃなくて、副隊長。
電気番が聞かない以上、エミの提案に勝てるじゃない。やれ。
見るか。あれ。
Why is he like running towards the wall?
Here, have a cold one.
Is it a Bud Light?
He's cracking up.
Yo, we work well together, dude. Notice me, senpai.
I like the little
Yeah,
blue and red smoke lines.
gotta be me. I'm the mighty me. I'm so smart. Oh my god.
Not really, because you decided to be a James Bond villain. If you just killed her right then and there when they first found her, none of this would have happened.
Yeah, but when has anybody been anything but a
防衛
James
隊は
Bond
デ
villain?
ジタル化に伴い、古い資料の大量廃棄を行った。そのどさくさでその先は機密書類を手に入れ、
Okay, when you go digital, you're not supposed to dispose of physical records until you digitize them. That's like compliance and CYA 101.
これからしばらく上層部は責任の所在をめぐって揉めるだろうな。
Duh, all leaders are going to find some way to blame rather than take responsibility.
これ。
俺に？
ご家族に。ゲント隊長、お花は詳しくなさそうだから。
ガーベラだろ。ピンクの花言葉は。
はいはいはいはいはい。じゃあ私は可愛いクレお姉ちゃんでも見て帰りまーす。
I wouldn't want to look at a sea angel ever.
感謝だよな。こちらこそ。
Oh god, the stench of them would probably kill me.
Really?
Not really, it would just give me a bad headache.
You are a bad
Hey, keep it off easy because I can't have flowers, so you don't have to do anything romantic like buy me flowers, you bastard. Don't do that. Stop. Really?
Pay attention.
I am for paying attention. See, this is what we deal with even when we're not recording. Him being an asshole. So please, next time you watch one of these, think of me and know that I have to go through a lot of drama and trauma. They probably can't hear a word I fucking say.
Oh, it's probably garbled with the audio.
南アンリの故郷に伝わる伝説。千年の眠りから目覚めた山怪獣ドルゴを前に、アンリは幼馴染であるミゾコの願いを叶えることができるのか。次回、ウルトラマンブレイザー、山が吠える。その封印を解いてはならない。
Okay. Let me turn this down. A new railgun. I think railguns are so cool. I don't know if they're used in the real world at all.
I have no idea.
So, what did you think of the episode?
I liked it. I liked that episode quite a lot. I mean, it was generic that in the corporate executive who is very much using their product. Oh, he must have something to do with this monster. Oh, look, he has something to do with this monster. Yeah. And then he was freaking stupid because, again, as I said, he was a James Bond villain. Here, instead of killing you, I'm going to divulge my entire plan to you.
Okay, in the books that you have read for James Bond, are the villains like that there as well? Or is that a movie invention?
From the ones I have read, they have talked. Dr. No talked a lot.
Is there any value to divulging your plan that you know is wrong, that you know is going to hurt millions of people so you can have your Jesus complex?
Well, remember, he had his own song to say how awesome he was.
Oh, God.
Let's see. I like that we can stream Ultraman on YouTube. I wish you could do that for Sentai Kamen Rider. Agreed.
Yes.
Definitely agreed.
It would save us so much bandwidth.
What Super Sentai DVD do you want aside from Flashman? Geki Ranger?
Yeah, I would agree. I want Geki Ranger, or I would like... I would like Dawn Brothers, in all honesty. I know it just came out, but it would be so super cool if we could get like a current, recently aired series in the US.
Oh, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I liked the episode. I liked the Garan assisted Blazar.
And wasn't just like a useless hunk of junk.
On the other hand, still the executives are like, so when are you going to show that Garan can defeat a monster without Blazar there?
Never.
I did find it kind of convenient that you had liquid nitrogen rich in a big print on the side of the building.
Well, the concern I have for that is that's a very dangerous chemical. And while you do want people to know, you don't advertise it for the people.
Kamikaze coming through. Hey, look, there's a building labeled liquid nitrogen. Hey, that sounds like the perfect place for me to hit target.
Well, I'm thinking of many things, but yes, for a lack of a better term, somebody who wants to harm a lot of people, you're advertising. Like, I work for a company that makes and has a lot of harmful materials, and I can guarantee you, I don't know where they all are. And our enemies or our corporate espionage people don't know where they are.
I don't know where they are.
And you will never know where they are.
I'm still waiting for the plans of the Death Star.
I don't think that's happening.
Or a Gundam colony. How about the colony plans?
You just want to know if you can have a colony drop like in Gundam.
I just want doubling down on everything.
Okay, go back to the questions.
Well, do we have anything else about with the episode? I like that there was a night battle. Miniatures are still really impressive.
Well, I did like the fact that it even seems like with the next episode, it's not just your main character, the Ultra actor, taking on a lot of the story development. Like you actually see other members of the team doing stuff.
Well, I like that other members are doing stuff. I just feel right now he hasn't had much in the way of development.
Well, I wonder if they're doing that on purpose, mainly because the last 2 series, if you think about it, one character had all the bloody development and everybody else had sprinklings as it was necessary to move the episodes along.
Or you had Trigger where no one had development.
That's very true.
But I think though it would be nice to have him get an episode to himself.
Well, especially to see his family. I would like to actually see more than a picture of his family.
Well, or is his family dead?
I am going to go with the positive that his family is still alive. I don't want to go to that dark, depressing that he is fighting with nothing else left to lose. I actually want him to kind of feel like he truly does have skin in the game with his
That's
family.
so romantic. But in reality...
No, I honestly say I think it would be cool because, like, think about with Trigger. His family was far off. His mother was on a different planet. Mm-hmm. Then we had with Decker, his parents were stuck off planet because they won a bloody contest. It was only his grandfather that we only saw that one bloody time. And I was like, you know they have family, but you don't have any connection to the family.
All right, let's see.
So I just want a little bit more for that.
I want more on him. He's right now, I would say, the weakest character of the team.
Do you want him to have more heart?
No, I want him to have more drive.
He was heart, not drive.
I know. It was a common mistake. And I'm writing this joke out.
Okay, move on. Please, God, move on.
All right. Had an idea for Kamen Rider where the Kamen Rider is a wrestler where you get power up from beating the guy. And that is also how you would get his belt. Oh, so Mega Man, Kamen Rider style.
Oh, is that really how it's done?
Well, you beat the boss and you gain their powers in Mega Man.
The only concern I have about that is making sure that it stays fun. Because I'm a wrestling fan from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, even though I lost some of my cred recently. It was a dusty situation, but still.
It was Dustin-y.
Shut up.
You could say it was in gold.
Oh my God. But anyways, I've always been a huge fan of wrestling, and the more recent wrestling definitely takes on more of the showboating. While showboating has always been around, I feel like it's definitely more staged now than it was before. Like, even though wrestling has had...
That's saying a lot since it was staged even back in the 80s and 90s.
Well, I know, but it looked more real. Now it looks more fake.
That's because they've got all these people that don't actually know how to perform moves and stuff. They can't actually, like...
fight very well. Even if it's pretend, they need to fight better.
Let's see. Now, if they do a covered ball and put Grumpy from the 1974's Land of the Lost in Ultraman Blazar, that would be interesting. Jake says probably Go Kaiju for the Sentai question.
Yeah, I agree there.
Yeah, Octuple, I have reviewed 3 Metal Hero shows. Gavin, Juspion, and Wingspector. There is probably going to be no Metal Heroes reviews for at least the next 7-8 months because I'm trying to knock out all the Sentai series through Zenkaiger by next year, especially once I finish up the remaining Ultraman DVDs I have for the live action stuff. I'll cover the Ultraman anime next year at some point.
Well, if you want him to do more, just tell him not to sleep. Don't sleep.
No sleep till June.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
So unless the only way that would change is if Discotech were to release more Metal Heroes, but even then I still have to watch the Gavin Blu-ray.
Fine.
Let's see. What is anniversary Toku show that you'd like? Go Kaiger or Kamen Rider Decade? Go Kaiger. I hate Kamen Rider Decade. How would you fix Super 1 and Ultraman Max? Well, Ultraman Max wasn't a bad show. It's just when you've watched every other Ultra series and this is your last, there's just nothing it can do to stand out. So I don't know if it necessarily needed to be fixed, but I will say the Metron episode should have been saved for Mabius. Yes.
I was just thinking about what you said. It's really hard when you've watched so many and you see paint by numbers to try, because that's the challenge I sometimes have with like Sentai, is I've seen so many Sentais, and I'm not like him who thinks the 90s were the best era of Sentai ever. I do like,
because it was.
I like so many others.
I don't say it. The other shows aren't good. I'm just saying the 90s was the best decade when we had pretty much a nonstop string of top-notch shows.
Well, I kind of feel as though we're weighing it too heavily. I feel like you're stacking it, and I want to give each decade its own individual.
That's fine, but I still think the 90s is the best of the decades.
Well, that's because you're a 90s kid.
No, 2000s was the best era of Kamen Rider.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As for Super 1, just not make it boring.
Well, how does that fix
Actually develop the villains. Flesh out the villains. That would probably be the biggest thing, is just make them more interesting, have them actually have character development. Don't throw things in there at the last minute. That would be pretty much the best way to improve Super 1. Happy Digimon Day from V Scorpio.
Is it Digimon Day?
I have no idea. I'm assuming so.
I actually didn't get into Digimon. Like, Silver Quill is a huge Digimon
What did you hate about Trigger? No character development, boring.
That's
plot
the one with
sucked.
Smile, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And Smile. Smile.
Smile.
Smile.
So my problem with Trigger, well, there's many problems, but one of my biggest problems with Trigger is I kind of felt like half the cast was completely ignored and underutilized. They were only there for when you had to do the fight so that they could get knocked down fairly easily, and Ultraman can swoop in and save the day.
Well, and they didn't even serve a purpose because they never actually did anything themselves. They were always doing it virtually.
Well, exactly. And I just, when we watched it, we had, well, we called her Schizo, just because when she took her glasses off, she became a different personality. That's not exactly what schizophrenia is, so please don't look at it like that. And then we had Dave. The reason we call him Dave is one of our friends is a big fitness freak. But those two particular characters, and see, as you can tell, I can remember the nicknames we made, but not their actual character names, because
I don't remember what they were. I mean, nepotism.
Yes.
We had Nepo. We had Jafar.
We had Jafar. We had
Dave, Schizo.
I can't remember what we called the one dude.
The scientist. Not Edgelord.
Yes, Edgelord. It was Edgelord.
It was Edgelord.
But we the only way we could get through that series is we had to make up nicknames. And if you watch any of our streams that we, not live streams, but any of our videos on it, we tended to meander versus talking about the series very well, because we talked about all of the references that we thought about that were outside of the series.
What did you think of Revice's final form?
I liked it.
Which one was the final form?
Well, I liked all of Revice's forms. So
I'm trying to remember which one was the final form. It's been so long now. I don't remember.
Memories of a time so long ago.
Oh my god.
I have no time.
Because I'm thinking of the lava and ice one, but that's not correct.
No, but I admittedly have to say I actually liked all of Revice's forms. I know he wasn't a huge fan of certain ones because of color schemes and things like that, but I actually liked, because I like the duality of them as well, having two riders split from one being essentially for portions of it.
Let's see. Toku Punk Productions. What's up?
Are we doing the scream?
What's up?
Please never do that again.
Let's see. He liked the monster of this one episode. This was a really good episode. I agree.
I like the mollusk type style for the sea angel,
even though it just made for fun.
Well, I had
penis
to pick,
jokes.
Yes, and scrotum jokes. I enjoyed picking on it, but I think it is always interesting when you do take a creature that's in existence that has no evil intent as a creature, like a sea angel, and find a way to make it a killer beast.
Can't believe Digimon the movie is getting a Blu-ray release. I'm curious to see it. I never actually saw the original dub for the movie, so I'm looking forward to seeing the original versions in Japanese.
Well, I'll watch the dub because I do remember some of the times when I watched episodes from the dub compared to other dubs of that era. It wasn't bad. The only reason I didn't get into Digimon as much as I got into other shows is really because of timing. That I think when it came out, I was in college. And while I watched stuff while I was in college, I was going to law school at that time. I didn't watch too much television because I was trying to write papers on criminal court cases.
Where's Sentai Mech besides Zyuohger?
Cluster Fucko.
From Shinkenger?
Yes.
The most boring mech, some of the most boring mechs, well, the Q Ranger ones, the Loop on Pot ones, and the eyes for Goanger.
It's all about the eyes. Well, those are because it looked like googly eyes.
What are your final thoughts on Dawn Brothers?
As long as we ignore the special with Zenkaiger, it was fan-fucking-tastic.
Yes. Ignoring Dawn Brothers versus Zenkaiger, which was a load of bollocks.
Ooh, you're going all British with bollocks.
Bloody hell.
Oh, that was not bad for a fake, bad English accent. You tried.
Good day, governor. You want some sip of the tea?
Okay, you needed to just stop at bloody bollocks. Or bloody hell.
Okay, whatever. Dawn Brothers was an amazing series. It felt like an late 80s, early 90s Sentai series.
Well, and it didn't take itself too seriously. And the fact that it was Inoue who did it, he did a lot of things in the series I haven't seen him do in a long time. We didn't have a love triangle.
What do you mean we didn't have a love triangle?
I don't think we had.
Tsubasa, Sonoi, yeah.
I don't think
and or not. Wow. Kijino, Tsubasa, and the girl.
Yes, the girl.
Now whose name is suddenly escaping me. Natsumi /
I can't remember her other name.
Dang it.
But I don't think of that as a love triangle. I think of that as just like mistaken identity. Because when I think of his love triangles, I'm thinking of like what we had in oh Jesus, Kiva.
Okay. My favorite monsters from Max. If would be my favorite.
Wait, there's a monster named If?
The marshmallow that mimics everything, which I actually put the wrong episode title in there. I put the next episode's title, not the proper one. I didn't even realize that because I misread the title in the book. Someone pointed it out yesterday. I was like, well, son of a bitch.
Well,
But
you gotta check your facts, huh?
well, I had the
Fake news, fake news, fake news.
but If was
If what?
was probably my favorite monster in Max. My least favorite.
I didn't see Max, so all I can do is base it on his review, which is apparently wrong. So I now can't trust anything he says anymore.
Probably the three cats would be my least favorite.
What's wrong with cats?
I don't know. I forgot.
See, there's nothing wrong with cats outside when they bring a dead bird into your office as a trophy while you're in the middle of a meeting that you have absolutely no way to figure out what to do.
Let's see.
Dead birds. I still don't know. I don't know how he.
Decker was slightly better than Trigger, but still not great.
I didn't like Decker either.
Decker was mostly just boring. That was its biggest issue.
Well, we had Grumpy, Needy. No, was she Needy?
No. I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't remember that one.
That's how forgettable they were. They were. Well, okay, the nicknames were more forgettable because they did more as the series went on. Whatever.
You're terrible.
Let's see. Have you played Kamen Rider video games? Have not. Izu, no. I'll probably eventually review Redman, but not anytime soon.
The rapper?
Huh? Redman, the Toku series.
So not Redman the rapper.
No.
Because I was gonna say, if you're gonna review rap stuff now, that's gonna be awesome. Because Redman's music.
Ultraman Z was a pretty good show. It had its flaws and annoyances, but it was a pretty good show.
Did it have a crossover episode with Jeed? A two-parter?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking so.
Because you had what's his name pop up behind Jeed.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Stalker.
Why are my names blanking suddenly?
I know who you're talking about.
Where he just pops up like, "Hey, I'm an adult."
Yeah, let's move on. That was creepy. Oh, I love the was-ups.
Okay, let's see. Revise easily. Geats, I couldn't care less about. Pink and Blue was Revise's final form.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
What's up? What's up? Will you ever get the Shoto Genjimon?
Oh God, don't go in the Shoto stuff. I have been to the same hobby store at least 3 to 4 times now because he's buying. He can't do model kits, but he is proving that he can't do model kits by spending so much money on model kits.
Well, I'm buying paints at that store, so I can.
And
paint.
he bought a $20-something paintbrush. A paintbrush that is like this tiny for $20-something.
But the Genjimon Shotos, I don't know yet. I kind of want them, but I really can't afford them.
Yeah, thank God.
Damn, everyone hating Dawn Brothers versus Zenkaiger. Is it really that bad? I loved Kira Major versus Zenkaiger.
Okay, Dawn Brother, Kira Major versus Zenkaiger. I don't know if we
didn't watch that one.
I now need to see that one just because I'm curious. But Dawn Brothers versus Zenkaiger basically changed all of the characters in Dawn Brothers, made them incredibly unlikable, and kind of took out all of the character development that we had from the entirety of the series and basically spat on it. And I understand things will change. I understand.
Oh, apparently an ad's running for some people.
Oh.
And there's only 2 people left on the stream.
Well, we have a lot of talking points, so those 2 people are pretty cool.
But yeah, the Dawn Brothers Zenkaiger movie just made the Dawn Brothers completely unlikable, and it didn't do anything to serve the series except spit all over it, and they killed off a character. Because, you know, Toei's going to just kill off characters now in every sequel movie. Just because.
I hate Toei sometimes. But I love Toei the other times.
How would you fix Tokujir? I don't remember. I'm trying to think now. Because Tokujir I mostly enjoyed. I guess make it a little less childish.
But isn't that the point of the show?
How do you feel about Kamen Rider Gotchard? Not thrilled with the writers and the high school setting. So we'll see.
It could be like Mega.
I will disagree. I will take 0-1 way more than Geats.
Well, to each their own.
Yes, and I agree. Zenkaiger was boring.
It was the Seinfeld of Sentai.
For Tokujir, let's see, Iman Lopez says, for Tokujir, the color themes are dark, no outlining color, and no train expansion. Please, you know how it looked like something edited, haha. And there's a heart icon in the way to fully read everything. But I do think the suit could have been a bit better looking. Not so bright. But I am getting hungry. We need to make dinner. So we had another solid episode of Blazar.
I think so.
Much better improvement over last week's, even though last week's wasn't bad.
Yes, and I think going forward, we're going to be doing these live streams closer to about 6 o'clock. Just because with him going into school, me having to work around his school schedule now, which I love, and taking it from there.
Yep, and then if things occur, though, that school-related stuff, Tuesdays, that we can't do the stream, we'll figure another day to do it.
Yeah, but we're going to try to keep up with this, and Blazar is epic. Blazar is awesome. Now we just have to kind of keep on continuing and hope it stays that way.
All right. Until next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. End stream.